So we're joined by the Tommy and Kathleen Moran, better known as the Duets, from Glenamoy. That's their townland, not too far from here. And I know they're hugely popular in the UK because they've toured there many a time, and particularly in the north of England, where they have a great following around Leeds and Manchester and all of that. But I believe, Kathleen, you haven't sang for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, since lockdown came, I haven't been out. And tonight, as I said, is my first night.
Wow. And how's the voice?
I will soon find out.
We'll let the audience decide that, will we?
Exactly. We'll soon find out.
Tommy, you brought out a couple of albums. I had the pleasure of launching one of them a couple of years ago for you. I think you have 4 albums out.
Yeah.
And one of the songs, are you doing anything else recording?
Yeah, we have 5 or 6 new tracks down, Henry, and planning to get them finished. It's like getting hen's teeth pulled, but hopefully we'll go in the next couple of months and get something done. We have a new single, a fairly decent song, so we're hoping that'll probably get us back on track, maybe for us to get a few nights on the road once again, you know.
And are you going to divulge any more details about the song?
No, because I probably don't know them myself. I've forgotten. We have the track done, I'd say, but it's nearly 2 years, so I'd have to go back and check it out again and see. But it's a song called Me and You, so. Okay. So that's all I can tell you about it now. So.
and what about touring again? Because I know you're, as I mentioned there, you're very big in the north of England.
Yeah, England had been very good for us for the past 7 or 8 years, Henry. It's very good. So we're hoping, maybe not this year, but we'll definitely look to do something in England next year, early next year, you know. Yeah, so.
Wish you well with that. Yeah. And Kathleen, I hope you're in good singing form tonight.
I hope so.
I've no doubt you will be. This first song you're going to do, I know it's a song written by Daniel O'Donnell and Mark Roberts.
Yeah. A girl from Donegal that sent it to me and didn't even know about such a song, and she said, I think this song might suit you, and we sent it to us, and we looked at it and we said, we had it out as a single a few years ago, and I have to say it got great airplay. And many's the night we were out gigging, and we would have to do it maybe 3 times. So it's a sign that it done okay. Yeah.
And can I just mention about Daniel O'Donnell? Daniel is going to be here in the Erris Coast Hotel Friday week. He's officially opening it, so I'm sure it's going to be great. And Jimmy Buckley as well, so it'll be quite a night. So you might even end up and sing the song for them here on Friday night.
You never know what would happen, Henry. You never know. We'll see what happens tonight.
See what happens tonight. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome once again the fabulous Duets.
So let me put my arms around you and we'll dance across the floor. And I will feel your heartbeat stronger than before. And I know that you feel the way I do. And I want the world to know I'm so in love with you. But I can't believe it's taken me so long to find someone that I can call my own. But now you're here, my life has turned around. Yesterday has gone forevermore. So let me put my arms around you and we'll dance across the floor. And I will feel your heartbeat stronger than before. And I know that you feel the way I do. And I want the world to know I'm so in love with you.
Let's hear them hands clapping.
A bit louder, I'd say.
The way I feel when I hear you call my name, and the way you laugh at silly things I do. Loneliness is all I've left behind as I spend all my tomorrows loving you. So let me put my arms around you and we'll dance across the floor. And I will feel your heartbeat stronger than before. And I know that you feel the way I do. And I want the world to know I'm so in love with you. So let me put my arms around you and we'll dance across the floor. And I will feel your heartbeat stronger than before. And I know that you feel the way I do. And I want the world world to know I'm so in love with you. And I know that you feel the way I do. And I want the world to know I'm so in love with you.
I think I'd want a bit more practice after 2.5 years, I think.
Well, we're coming to you from the Erris Coast Hotel in Geesala, and we're joined now by one of the locals, actually. He's a long career in the music industry. Michael John Ruddy, you're very welcome to the programme. You spent many years in England before returning to your roots here in Geesala.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, I did, yeah. I spent many years in immigration and working in England.
And playing in England,
yeah,
music?
I've done a bit of music in England, yeah.
And also went to America.
I did. I played in New York and Massachusetts, yeah.
Were the good days?
Yeah, they were, but they were long hours and they weren't easy either, like, you know what I mean?
And why did you decide to come back home then?
I decided to come back. I had enough of immigration and I never really settled in foreign countries, like, you know. I always had a longing for home.
Yeah, there's always that longing there, isn't
there? Yeah,
there
is, yeah, for an immigrant.
And you're also a very good songwriter. I know Daniel O'Donnell recorded one of your songs.
He did indeed, yeah. He recorded a song called Sweet Memories, which was, I think, it was a waltz tempo, and it was on an album called Follow Your Dream.
Lovely.
I think Shea Healy wrote the title track for that album. I think really the one that sold that track was the I Want to Dance With You. It was
a lovely song.
Yeah.
And you're still doing the songwriting. In fact, the song you're going to perform for us is a new original song. It's going to be the first time it's going to be aired as well. Tell me about that.
That's correct, Henry. Yeah. Recorded it a few months back there. I've also videoed on it now, and I was quite happy how it came out. The lyrics and that thing. I had always memories of immigrating in September once, and I remember I'll always remember night before leaving home. There was a full moon. It was a harvest moon, and I just got that into the song and in one of the lines of the lyrics of it.
So what's the title?
My Dear Old Mayo Home is the title of it.
Lovely title. I can imagine that go down well with the diaspora indeed.
Well, I think anybody that's away from home has always a longing for home, and I think the scenery around the area when I done it was in beautiful weather during the past few weeks, was just brilliant, and it shows the beauty of the Erris region and indeed of the whole of Ireland, like, which is a beautiful island, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, here it is from the one and only Michael John Ruddy.
As I stand here on Darwin's coast and watch the setting sun, thoughts they come a-flooding back of times I used to know, when I played with my companions fair along the western shore. And the day I left I will ne'er forget, my dear old Mayo home. The night before my parting, the harvest moon shone down. It glittered on Black Sod Bay, close to Belmullet town. Sleepmore on Achill Island, Kirkpatrick I can see. They stand tall and so majestic o'er the broad Atlantic Sea. I listen to the curlew cry and the seagull on the shore, the gentle sound of a rolling wave as it gently crashed towards shore. All those will soon be memories, for I know I've got to go and leave behind the place I love and my dear old Mayo home. So tonight I'll close my eyes and dream of an island so dear to me, with its mountains and its valleys green, beside the deep blue sea. I'll dream 'cause I'm a dreamer. It will take me back once more to the place I love and long to see, and my dear old Mayo home.
Well, my next guest needs no introduction because he is known far and wide for not just his music, but indeed his songwriting. A great talent indeed. And we're delighted to have him on the show. Michael Lester, you're very welcome indeed.
Thanks, Henry. So nice to be here.
Yeah. From Binghamstown on the peninsula, of course, lovely part of North Mayo.
That's right, yeah. From Binghamstown, back about 5 miles back to Mother Peninsula, yeah.
Yeah. And you've had a very great success on the music scene over the last number of years.
Well, I suppose I've seen a lot of things and been a lot of places and wrote a couple of songs and bits and pieces like that, I suppose, that kept me going in the business, yeah.
Yeah. And a couple of very successful albums as well.
Yeah, there were one stage there, I think we were doing nearly an album a year at one stage, yeah. But he's back a little bit on it now, of course.
And one of the most famous songs you wrote, which everybody would know, and many artists recorded it, is My Darling Kathleen.
That's right,
which was a huge hit for Mike Denver and people like that.
That's right. Yeah, as you said, not an awful lot of people would know that, yeah. So I wrote that song probably about maybe 12 years ago, 13 years ago now at this stage. And I think to this, as far as I know, I think up on 42 people has recorded artists.
Wow. And speaking of songs and songwriting, the song you're going to perform today for us is another great songwriter, Brendan Graham, and this is probably the most poignant immigration song that there is.
That's right. The great Brendan Graham, probably the finest songwriter that we've had. Yeah, a couple of years ago when on one of my visits to New York, and of course doing all the scenes and doing Battery Park where they had rebuilt the old cottage that they had taken out of Mayo.
Yeah.
And then we went out on the boat out to Ellis Island, and as you stand on the pier in Ellis Island, you walk through and you go into that big entrance hall, and there is a statue of Annie Moore.
Yeah.
And you read
First
about Annie
immigrant,
Moore.
yeah. Only 15 years of age.
15 years of age,
Yeah.
the first one to step off the liner from Cove in the County Cork and came through the immigration gates. And yeah, it's haunting when you're there.
It's a beautiful song.
It is.
And you're going to be joined by your daughter for this song as well.
I am, yeah. So during lockdown there, we were doing a couple of Facebook Lives, and we used to do them every Tuesday night, and then we changed to Friday nights. And Claudia used to come on and sing a couple of songs with me. And since I went back on the road then after lockdown, Claudia's been joining me an awful lot on stage. So yeah, so she's going to be joining me.
And she's enjoying being on stage and performing just like that. Do you think it's going to be her career?
She does enjoy it, there's no doubt about it. And look, I suppose you cannot say whether it's going to be her career or not, but at the minute she loves it. So
great. Well, we're looking forward to it. Yourself, Michael S. Taher and Claudia with Brendan Graham's wonderful song, Isle of Hope.
On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold of that Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was only 15 years. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. That Isle of Hunger, Isle of Pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind.
In her little bag she carried all her past and history.
the Isle of home is always on your mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for centuries. And in springtime when I went there and I stood upon its quays and thought of how it must have been when you're only 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of peace. But it's not the isle you left behind. That Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you'll never see again. But the Isle of home is always on your mind. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of peace. But it's not the isle you left behind. That Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you'll never see again. But the Isle of hope is always on your mind. Is always on your mind.
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katy-Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We wanna drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Our old man, he came from Tipperary.
Good on you.
The pioneering year of 42. Our old man, he was shot in Tombstone City for the making of his Irish Mountain Dew.
Let's hear ya!
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katy-Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
Stand up and pay attention, Katy Daly. I am the judge that's going to sentence you. And all the boys in court have drank your whiskey. And to tell the truth, I drank some Katy too. So won't you come down the mountains, Katy Daly? Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Oh, can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Accordion.
So to the jail they took poor Katy Daly. But very soon the gates they opened wide. An angel came for poor old Katy Daly and took her far across the great divide.
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katy Doo.
Can't you hear us call? So to the Golden Gates they took poor Katie. St. Peter said, good brewers they are few. Pass inside the Golden Gates now, Katie, and start to brew some heavenly Mountain Dew. Come down the mountain, Katie daily. Come down from the mountains, Katie do. Can't you hear us calling, Katie daily? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. So come down the mountain, Katie daily.
Down the mountain,
Down from the mountains, Katie do.
from the mountains.
And you hear us
Calling Katie daily. We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Oh, come down the mountain, Katie daily.
Down the mountains,
Come down from the mountains, Katie do.
from the mountains.
She'll never more be coming round the mountain, and we never more will drink her Mountain Dew. Thank you very much.